Or we did example 1 already. We're on example 2. Let's go to example 2. And we're going to leave 2a right now. We're just going to do 2b. 2a we're going to do after we have memorized and got all of the values that we can do without our calculator on our unit circle done. So there's a whole bunch of values that we have to know. Some you started in grade 11. We're going to review those ones and do them again for grade 12. So we'll do 2b right now. Determine the approximate value. So this is just a calculator question for 586 to the nearest 1,000. So take out your calculator. And we're going to type in these three, and then we're also going to figure out the reciprocal ones as well. So the first three are going to be really straightforward because you can use your calculator. And you've already used sine, cos, and tan on your calculator before. Make sure that your calculator is in degrees. You will know your calculator is not in degrees if you do sine of 586. Excuse me. And get a different answer than I did. Negative 0.719. Oops. And that's to 3 decimal places. Then your calculator's probably in radians. We're going to do the same thing with cos and with tan. Cos of 586. Type in tan of 586 right away. Negative 0.695. And tangent was 1.036. If my x-coordinate is negative and my y-coordinate is negative, does it make sense that you can just look at these answers and you can tell that 586 degrees has to be in quadrant 3? Just by those answers. Now we have to figure out cosecant, secant, and cotangent, but when we go to our calculator, those buttons aren't there. Two things you could do. One, if you have the newest calculator, I really like the fraction button. So if you hit alpha and then go to F1, y equals, you can go to the fraction button. And so you can always type in 1 over sine, and that will give us cosecant. So I get negative 1.390. Notice if you had, if I go up and I retype in sine of 586 and push enter, on your calculator you have this x minus 1 button. A negative exponent of 1 is 1 over x. If I push enter on that, notice I get the same answer, negative 1.390. To 3 decimal places, you would have to write this third 0. So I'll go back to my notes here. And my cosecant is negative 1.390. And I would do the same thing for secant and for cotangent. So going back to my calculator. if I did 1 over cos of 586 and 1 over tan of 586. Negative 1 point. Look at the rounding on the cos one. That 5 would round this 9 up and make it a 0, so rounding will be negative 1.440. And the tangent value negative 9.66. Or sorry, positive 0.966. Couple things. Does it make sense that if sine is negative, so sine of 586 is negative, if you would do 1 over sine of 586, it will also be negative. So wherever sine theta is negative, cosecant theta will also be negative. Same thing, wherever cos theta is negative, secant theta is negative. And same thing happens with tan. Here is positive. The cotangent of 586 is positive as well. All right, one question to circle, 7b. Like I said, we'll come back and do A later.